What's good, guys? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, my G's? What's good? How's everything, my guys? Let me enable the chat here. I had my Windows. Where is it? Where's my chat? Okay. Let me know if you can see the stream on 1080, please. Let me know, because here on my preview it shows like in 360. It looks like shit, you know. What up? Let's go. Let me share real quick the link on the Discord. Amazing, my guys. World champion, you wouldn't know. Okay. Let me share on the Discord real quick. How y'all doing? Amazing, my guys. So glad. Yeah, I don't know why I was struggling with it a bit, because I was turning on the stream and like it was in 360, which was odd, but no problems now. I guess it's just my preview. I was sort of freaking out, not gonna lie there. Let me see. Announcements. Everyone. We're live on YouTube. Okay, guys, if you could do me the solid and share the stream on Instagram, everywhere, please. Helps the channel a lot. What's good, my guy? El Rincón del Vago. The memories. Okay, my guys. Let me do the quick one on the Instagram. How you been doing? Have you been enjoying the challenge or what? How are the ideas pouring? One second. Okay, let's go. Where do you say it's the best time to do the ideas for you? For me, it's like first thing in the morning. I try to do them because I don't know. I guess it's better to just get it over with, you know. Why is everything so hard? Where do you say it's the best time to do the idea? Share there. Give me the link. Let's go. Okay, I need to enable the link in bio sheet. Sorry, I should have had done this earlier, but you know how it is. Yeah, for sure. Morning, it's the way to go. Yeah, I guess my internet is kind of struggling right now. Yeah, I aim to post like middle of the day for the United States, which is where I'm aiming like my following. Okay, the stream is already there. Perfect, my guys. Okay. Okay. Let me see if I can change. I want to change something real quick because I have already started the stream. I can change it. I wanted to reduce the latency so I could see you more in like real time. You could see more in real time the stream to make the like the feedback a bit more back and forth, but it's okay, it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna give my thoughts on the pieces of y'all. Let me switch to the Discord real quick. I'm gonna put this here. Let's switch to this view. There we have it. Let me skew my camera a little bit. Like so. Perfect. Okay, I don't know really where my chat window went. Like it was right here. What's right here? The fuck? Yeah, that's the life, when you start to think about design like every time, like it starts to seep into your life. But I guess graphic design is like that, like designers, we have this eye for things, and we then go around measuring everything through design. I guess that's true for most professions. Let's say everyone has an individual like certain characteristic point of view according to what they do for a living, but design is like you look everywhere and everywhere you see is like design. So for us it's kind of worse in that aspect. Okay, my guys, let's put myself on here. Okay, let's hop into the Discord. Okay, wake up, workout, meditation, breakfast. Let's go. Okay, let's go in here into the Discord. Let's hop into the feedback group. Let's go all the way to the top. Let's start from the beginning, Let's start from the beginning. Is there a way to go all the way to the top? Like, I don't know, like, because you really did like a load of pieces, and it's kind of a lot. So I'm gonna try to speak a bit on some overarching issues I can see in the pieces, but I'm a do a disclaimer just before we start. This is something that one of my teachers on university for graphic design told me, which I think it's really important. It's within the context on getting your work talked on, reviewed. I don't know. Let me know how many of you were anytime in a feedback round, when you had your teacher or your classmates or anyone really talk about your work, like in an open forum, like this is what I made, like rip me to pieces, like how many of you have gone through that experience already? Like, let me know in the chat. How can I go to the top? Like faster. Okay. I see. I see some that were already. Some of you were already in the challenge. We're doing the challenge of their own. Like even some I see in the group are doing the entire year. You know. Okay. That's fair. That's amazing. Okay. Yeah. So it's really varied. Like the some have not, have had feedback rounds. It's okay. Yo, this never ends. Here, we're on the beginning now. Yeah, here you were all sharing just random pieces and talking about them. Okay, so now let's get back into the where the first pieces of the challenge. Okay, yeah, some have never had feedback. That's okay. I want to talk just a bit on the importance, not of feedback itself, but to being open to feedback and to really detach from your work in the sense it's not this so cherished thing that you cannot stand to get criticized because you take it personal. You take it as like, oh, this is what I put so many hours in, so this is as part of me as anything I say. So you take any offense, any criticism, sorry, you take it too personally, at least at the beginning, or you take it like you're not good enough to a more fundamental level, you know. So that's the first thing, right? What we're gonna do now, the feedback that I'm gonna try to give you, some good, it's not really bad, but to the context of the exercise, the point of the exercise was to just show up each day and make the pieces, to make the time, and to really, if you said that you're gonna make the thing, right, you were gonna show up 31 days in a row to make a poster and you did, then you won, right? Now what I'm gonna do is just point you in some directions of, this is design fundamentals, right? Like you take it like, I've been doing design for a lot. I had a lot of flaws, but I know the fundamentals, you know. And I'm gonna try to share with you just some thoughts. And this is one of what my teachers was saying, right? That when you get to a round of feedback, like what you do is what you do. It doesn't mean, if I criticize your work, it doesn't mean that it's bad. Like for the context of like designed as an overarching thing, like there are things that could be improved, but it has happened, for example, in university, that one teacher is really harsh with the work and then the work gets published, and for example it gets called on an editorial for being published in another country. You know, it has happened in my university. Some maybe projects that have had a bad grade and then they were published in a design book in Japan because the design criteria is different. So don't take it as its final word. You know, what we're trying to do here is trying to become more efficient communicators, trying to bridge more the gap on what is design and what it's art, which is a thing that I think gets really conflated and it gets really messy, right? So I'm gonna try to just point you in some directions that I feel the work can improve. Yeah, so it's like that. Don't take it too hard. If you feel like, oh, you really like the piece and now I'm saying X or Y about it, it's not that big of a deal. Like you do the works that you like to do, and that's that at the end of it, you know. So let me get into the first pieces. Here is random work. New art pieces. Also, I found a lot of you, some of you in the group have a really like unique style that's really cool. Like for example, this is really cool. The Black Knight one. Oh, sorry. Here, sorry. These ones are really cool to me. But it's a difference, you know, like it's easy to make something that looks cool, like composition. It's fairly easy when you get the hang of it and you get the composition. Here, for example, this is one of the first that I started to see. Hello, this is my day one poster. Didn't stick to the brief properly, but I looked at some inspiration from it, took some inspiration from it. The word inception and the water bottle made me think of being stuck underwater, and then developed my own concept around them. So okay, this one I like because it took the word, and one thing that I see a lot of you do, it's I do this too sometimes if I'm feeling tired or I'm mentally lazy, let's say. You don't need to put the words in the posters, right? Like, don't just go like put the word and then design around it. It's sort of a like to kickstart your thinking and see where you can take it. Here I can see the inception and the water bottle, right? It's almost the juxtaposing of the images of the dude with the bowl of water and the fishes. It gives you a feeling also, like he's sort of ingrained with the woman. It's super simple image, but it conveys like an emotion, and you see it and you go, oh, what is trying to say? Like, such a simple thing. It doesn't have to be this overly designed thing, you know. So this one's cool. That's also, guys, why I told you to. I needed some brief explanation, something about what you were doing, because then it's really hard to really give any feedback. Because yeah, if you make a piece but I don't see, or you don't tell me what was the intention about it, then all I can tell you is, yeah, it looks good or it looks bad, or I can give you a feedback in terms of composition, the things that I was talking about earlier, and it's not really that interesting. Make a single poster every day. Okay, here, for example, in this one, I don't know. Oh, it's not charging. This one looks cool, for example, from what I can see here. Let's enter the... Yeah, it looks cool. Let's like it for the bro. Inception, okay, I see it. Composition, it's good. My dude has sort of know what he's doing, right? But I don't know what he means by this. Make a single poster every day, entire month of October. Let's see if I can achieve this goal. Yeah, piece works amazing. Like, because I don't know the concept, there is nothing much that I can add to it other than, yeah, it looks fucking cool, you know. Okay, this one. Okay, first poster ever. Again, not much to say here other than, yeah, at least she's getting some sort of hierarchy going, like there is like a hierarchy of, for example, I need to look at this first and then at this. For example, here this shadow, like it's sort of it's bothering, like it's not adding anything. Like also the texture, like if you take everything away and you leave only this illustration and the belong, it already works, because okay, it's trying to tell me something with that, but I don't see how the other stuff are adding to the message or to the piece, really, other than that hierarchically and adding like depth to the piece. That it's okay, it's nothing wrong with it. Okay. Okay, my guy wasn't trying. And oh, this guy, I don't know if he's in the chat, but I really like the work of this dude. Oh, please, Instagram. Come on, there. Okay, how deep does it go? I don't know, but there is something about the piece. It's really intentional, you know, in design. Like, the most important thing is like, don't make half-assed decisions. Like when you make something and you put a text somewhere or an image somewhere, make it like it looks intentional. If you put one color and another to contrast it, make it intentional. You make the contrast. The brain works by if you need to make it easy for the brain to see the patterns, right? So when you make you took a decision in one of your pieces that looks intentional, that it's easy for the brain to analyze it and to say, oh, okay, that there is a decision, and you feel more drawn to that piece, you know, like clear hierarchies and clear contrast and clear shapes, you know. Yeah, this one, I really like how this guy designs, but because also it's really like new. Like his style, like I haven't seen anything like it really. It's sort of anti-design, you know, this sort of sort of on purpose bad, you know. It's kind of tricks you like that. Yeah. My tutor always said that your work should always communicate without having to overly explain. Yeah. It's really hard because it takes a lot of practice. But for example, in this piece that my guy made, this is what was for the day about the post-its, right? And he didn't write post-it, right? Post-it was the inspiration. And then the lost ideas, remember me, and how it's repetitive, and then it gets like remember me, remember me, and then the me on the bottom without the remember, like it gets some nice repetition. It's sort of like, I don't know, I feel like this is really simple and really, yeah, like really loud in your face. But it's not overly like telling you the concept of the piece, right? Yeah, this one I discovered I really like. Go follow him. Really cool. It's on the Discord also. Inception here, really like really. This one is really on your nose, like Inception, and I put in the things that I see in the movie. Like it's classic. Nothing wrong with it. Like the hierarchies are good. I like this in the middle and this one red that is sort of breaking the line. I would maybe like that this red creates some more impact. Like I feel it's not disrupting the image enough. Like if you could make it like, I don't know how, maybe if there are several reds of this red light that, for example, goes into a spiral that wraps the entire thing. I don't know, but you have something here, but it's kind of shying away, you know. I'm just keep scrolling, and if I see something that caught my eye. We're here senseless. I've been looking at you, my guy. A really nice poster. This one's classic. Really nice composition. He already know what he's doing. Fuck out of here. My guy already knows. This one, Inception. Let's see if there was a concept. Inception is very fitting for this piece, considering its fears of many posters to come, to start of a month longer endeavor. Okay, my guy went really deep here. Experiment with linear details. Okay, but what do the linear details like sort of imply, right? Because I see it in terms of like hierarchy. I think it looks cool. Like it could be better integrated. Let's say like you could work better with the empty space. Like this. Try to grid your work a bit more. Oh my God, why is taking? Do you see it there? Okay, maybe he could frame a bit the piece better, you know, and integrate the things like here. Maybe this white is getting lost in the with the background. The the notifications like that. Maybe the white is getting. Oh, how can I get rid of this? Like that. Okay, integrate it better with the rest of the piece through a grid or something that's a bit harder. You know what I mean? And also, for example, here I feel like this sort of map can have sort of a connection to this Inception thing. So maybe if you put the guy in the middle and this topographic map, you put it like in over the head, like sort of implying like the topography of his thinking, of his ideas, and maybe you try to highlight it in some way. Then you are juxtaposing images and trying to say something. You know, when you see something like the one with the dude with the bald fish in his head, like what does it mean? Like what does it mean? And you can sort of feel the emotion of him with the woman, you know, like then it creates like a click and you say like, oh, what does my guy mean, you know? Like here is sort of disconnected, but I see that you're trying to do something here. I can appreciate that. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's really... This is the first time I'm making posters. I'm participating in something like this. For me, everything is really hard because I feel right now I'm just experimenting all the time. That's perfectly fine, my guys. This is an extra. You don't have like I didn't give you a briefing. Like from what I tell today, maybe you can if you feel like it, or if you don't, you don't. Like I'm not gonna give you an A plus or whatever, you know. It's just some ideas to tinker around in your head when you're designing. If you feel like pushing a bit more, then you can try to just to think about this and see what you can come up with while you design. In some of the ones that I made, I tried to go a bit to push myself a bit more, but not always killing myself. Like there were a few that I made that were pretty lazy, you know. Okay, we start here with the take the red pill. Okay, here my guy, here is mine for tonight. Inspiration, obviously, take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland. And I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes matrix. Basically, I try to create an oval shape that represents the pill and simultaneously some sort of wormhole, a rabbit hole. Red colors for red pill. This is for me today. Okay, obviously he has a grasp of design already, right? But trying to represent the pill with something that looks like a pill, like it's sort of like you can do better. I feel like, right? Other than that, I feel that it's competing too much, like the pill with rabbit hole. Like pick one and make it like the clear winner, you know, like the clear. I had this teacher that said this really important thing for developing a piece or a poster is it's that a poster needs to have this will make your posters like 100 times better. Like make sure your pieces scream, talk to you, and whisper to you, right? Like when you make a poster, is the scream like what's the poster about? That needs to be screaming, that needs to be clear. That's the main focus. Then the poster talks to you by telling you some underlying information, and then the poster whispers to you by telling you like the details, and there you add like the final touches, right? That all add to this piece. This I feel like it's really dry, but it looks cool. And yeah, but communicative, I feel like you can do better. You can do better for sure. Okay, this one I saw it and I thought it was cool because you can see there is a decision in this one of making the thing like split in two and the color red. Like she's trying to, I don't know if it's she, I don't know what I say she. I don't know if it's a she. Xer, let's call it Xer, I don't know. Here's my poster for today, inspired by The Matrix, prompt, but with a twist. I took the movie's red and blue pill premise and applied it to my favorite film. The plot revolves around the girl's internal conflict about her sexuality and her place in the Orthodox Jewish community. In terms of the poster, I attempted to defy graphic design conventions by playing on the film's title, Disobedience, and you could say it was almost disobedient with my work and did not follow the rules. Okay. I have two things. It's not that disobedient. Like, let's keep it for real. Like, disobedient was the other ones that I showed you from the other dude. The other part, I think you nailed it. Like the play with the colors, right? Like I can see the dichotomy. The disobedience in today's standards in design, more in the spectrum that we inhabit, for example, on Instagram, and we trying to upload bullshit every day, and it's already breaking the rules in some parts of typographic rules, composition rules, whatever. But I feel like you nailed it in the color thing. I really like how you took the inspiration and tried to make something like with intention. That's really cool. But I think if you could try to redo this and make it really like really anti-design, you know, really like super. I wouldn't even know how to do it because I tried to make anti-design stuff, but when the style you have and the things you know have been already so intertwined with the way you work, it's like once you know how to draw, it's really hard to make a bad drawing. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe I'm speaking whatever. Man, I love seeing all the other works. Okay. Okay, this one's doing his own thing, but his pieces are really cool. World Media files. So cool. Enter the Void, too reminiscent of the movie, I feel. And it's Enter the Void, and it's showing you like it's entering the void. Let's go. Okay. In this poster, I've combined an image of a blindfolded woman that depicts that she's in love and hence is blind. Love is blind. Okay, you're trying to say like composition is good. I really like how you split the image, right? You have a clear image that I'm drawn to. Then I like the composition on the side, right? That's perfect. That ace, you 10. But blinding love and putting the woman with the blindfold, like it's too literal. You know, one thing that you can do, it's like, for example, you say, I don't know, like you could put the woman, let's say, let me try something. I'm gonna do a quick okay, you see me now in Photoshop, right? There. Let's see, we're working with this blinding love, right? And it's okay, you can have the woman, but maybe you don't need to do this blindfold thing, right? So let's do this only black, right, for example. And here you can put, let's do, I have a bunch of images, let's grab anything. For example, something like this. I'm gonna do this really quick. No. For example, this is really rough, right? Really rough, I made it really fast. Where is my chat? Okay, this is really rough, but for example, here, and you can see I made the image of the dude in red as well as the love, so you are linking here, okay, she loves this dude or whatever, and the image of the dude is obstructing her eyes, right? So this is a way a bit more elegant that you can say, okay, she's blind, and at the same time you're trying to communicate in something else, right? And you don't make it so literal, you know? Yeah, but there's nothing wrong with the cutting. Actually, the cutting adds to the message, right? Because there's a disruption there. You're trying to say something with that. So this could be an example, right, of what I mean. Let me change the scene. Let's go back to the Discord. Oh, this one I saw it, the concept movement. I wanted to make a dynamic poster in most of the film scenes to pay homage to the great Christopher Nolan. This one, I think it's really great. Like it doesn't even need like with the image. No, actually I'm lying. Actually, this is good as it is because sorry guys, I'm talking about this one. I get mixed up with the chat. This one I really like because it's making the thing that the movie does, but it's doing it in a graphic way to the text, right? So you immediately see okay, what she means, right? So this is a way that you could do it typographically and make sense with the film and whatever. Here you can obviously make better like the spacing between the letters and all of that can be adjusted. It's not perfect, but the general feel and the general idea that you had, I think it's well, and it's a good direction to go in. So go through here, like really simple. Like you can even take out the texture, you know, like that's also a thing. Like yeah, it's really smart, really clean. It doesn't need much else. You can add it later if you do it well. You can do it, but as it is, I think it's good. I was already working before I found the event rule. My trigger was perception because I wasn't in the mood of designing something, but okay, he showed up to do the work. That's all we want. But here, perception, putting the eye, literally what we perceive with. So that's also another thing that I try to don't like semantize. I don't know if it's like this in English, like don't go very semantic with your words, right? Like if you try to say something is hot, don't paint the poster with fire, you know? Like if you try to say something it's very very hard, like don't put a texture of rock to it, right? Like that's really like being overly semantic with your design and put it the characteristics of what you mean, like directly the characteristic, like for example putting the word dog and making a tail with ears, you know, it's too literal and too on the nose. Like what I'm telling you is pointers that for you to try and try to think while you're designing. I've seen people sell t-shirts that say I love my dog with ears and hairs, and those t-shirts sell on Amazon for print on demand, and they're probably rich, but I'm trying to tell you another thing design wise, so you can make those reps, you know, trying to make something more of the designs you make. For sure. Take the red pill and showing the hand with the red pill. Let's get it, you know. Here I think he might have something, but the word is like, actually let me try this because I feel this can work. Let's go again. Let's bring this one into Photoshop. Let's get rid of this. Let's put it in. Okay, he's talking about immersion, right? But he put it like literally put it under the ocean, my guy. Like literally put it underwater. Okay, but let's say maybe not underwater. Let me grab my assets real quick. Also, if you are enjoying the challenge, you can copy a texture, copy something. Helps the channel a lot. Okay, back to it. Let's say, for example, we had something like this. It doesn't matter. It's just for a proof of the concept, you know. Okay, let's say we have something like this. Let me drop a gradient map on top. Where is my gradient map? Here, no, here. Let's reverse it And let's do a curves adjustment. Something like this, let's say, you could work on this better. For sure, you can work on this better. But for example, let's say you want to talk about immersion and you have like a clear here row of text or something here to draw the eye to, and then the text is sort of like pulling back, and maybe if you maybe have some images here and you try to or something that really pulls the composition down, and you can have this sort of thing like immersion, but in a way that you don't have to be super oh sorry, I got mixed up, like super, I lost the word, like super literal about it, This could be a way of making the composition like sort of drown. Or you could literally drown the composition and make it like really busy and really like covered up with no air, like no air with between the characters to breathe. And that could be a way of you make literally the poster is drowning, Go back to the Discord. I'm just gonna go through a couple of these. If I stop to talk about each and every one, this was mine for the Inception. This one I really like how it turned out. I think it works really well. It doesn't show the things from the movie, and it really gives you like this feeling of going inside in levels, each time more within, and you have this nugget of important information. So this one I think worked really well. Bro, here used all of my assets. It looks fine, it looks fire, but I don't see the absurdism, but it looks fucking cool. This is an animation? Oh, bro. Oh no, sorry, you can see it, guys. Really cool. Really cool stuff. I'm just seeing if something like really caught my attention. I feel like most of the issues of the pieces that are here, like I've discussed them. This one I really liked because it's sort of funny. Like it's so on the nose that it's funny. It's obviously doing it to be funny, I feel. I hope. Water. Yeah, you see, my guy thought most of us were going to go with Inception or The Matrix, so he went the other way. He did a water bottle, water with the model, classic. Let's go. This one, again, pretty on the nose with the rotating thing, but the texture that he gave it has something. There is a language there of being so in the middle, like it's a super engraved thing, like in a matrix of layers. Like here, I think it can work. It could be if you took out this like this metal thing, I don't know how it's called. You take it down and you put like a red circle or a star or whatever. Like it could work also, and without being so much the little thing. Okay, this one. The notifications are killing me. Okay. In this one, it's super simple. Maybe two on the nose, like showing you the buildings that fall apart, like in Inception, but the poster is giving you a feeling, right? Like nothing here, like sort of catching the guy, like you feel like you're falling. Like it's simple and it works and it's good. I like it. I like it. Here, my guy. Again with the vertigo. My favorite Deep Haven song, so I try to combine the feeling of dizziness and distortions with the vibe of the song. Quite happy with the result. I don't know the band, I don't know the song. I don't get that much of a vibrational feel, or I get with the lines. Yeah, I don't know. I like the piece. I don't get the feeling that much, but it looks cool. Looks cool. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, looks cool. Like Vertigo. Two on the nose again. Two on the nose. The Vertigo. Literally showing vertigo through the feeling of the buildings. I feel it's two on the nose. But there is something. Of course, he's trying. It's good. This one I liked for Vertigo. I didn't like what came out that much, but after 2 months of not designing for fun, it turned out great. Okay, the distortion, I don't know, like the feeling of the piece, like being really gritty and really like, I don't know, I can see like a head here, right, with the head and the spirals. Like it's not just any staircase, like the spirals, like sort of like something like descending into madness, something like that. I don't know, maybe I'm projecting too much into the design, but that's also designed to let the people that are gonna see it make it as much as their own as the one as you design it. That's also a key thing on design. Once you put a thing out there, it's really also open to interpretation, you know. So I like this. Mm-hmm. Okay, okay. This was horrendous. I don't like it. Each time I see it, I like it less. Fuck this. Who is this? Design syndrome? No. I hate this guy. Okay, this one, the Quixotic one, was kind of hard. I may have gone a bit overboard with that one. That was hard. Yeah. We for sure talked too much like in this day because was pretty hard. Oh, I wanted to talk about this one. My guy, he didn't put any like words or nothing, just uploaded the poster. Okay, Pain of Growth. I like it. Like the composition is cool. I feel like maybe here like the piece is falling a bit. Like maybe I need something here to frame the piece better. I feel like it's hanging too much from the top part. Like it's a bit unbalanced. But it works. I'm just being really nitpicky about it, but it works. And I get that for the contrast. I don't know if it's the heat map or whatever, but I get that like that pain feel, you know, and also like this thing that sort of projecting, like it's giving me growth vibes, you know, and also this texture here. Approved, my guy. I like it. Yes. Society of the Spectacle, my guy. They also went with the retrofuturistic. I don't know about the concept, but for sure the piece is it's striking. Like you see it and you feel like it's trying to say something, which is respectable in its own right and it looks cool. I don't know about the concept that much, but there is something here. I can't really say that's such a professor of design to say like there is something here. Like there is something here. Oh, this one I remember because I responded to the guy. Like the poster is cool, but it looks like a cover of a self-help book. I don't know. Like he tried to portray like it was impossible to get to the other side. Having someone attempt to jump across the skyscrapers and thinking it looked like he's going to miss the jump, but it doesn't look like he's gonna miss the jump, right? Or am I crazy? Like it's not that clear. Like when you gonna make it look like he's not gonna make it, like it needs to be clear that he's not gonna make it. Here is it for me looks like if he could make it, like then it's not clear enough, right? Like maybe if this was like really, let's do it. Save image and let's throw it into desktop. For example, let's just try it, you know? Let's just try it. Something like this. Yeah, I don't know. It sort of lost the power. Like you could make it better, I feel like. Let me try something. Actually, this I liked. Let's move this like more here. Okay, this one. I really liked like the composition was better after, like was better before, like that's for sure. But here, for example, you sort of see like it's not that he's really not gonna make it, right? And maybe the word is really obscure, you know, like who really knows like there is not many people that know the meaning of this word. So that's also when I say like you don't need to put like exactly the word. Maybe it's futile like I try to make, or you put another word that really close the concept, you know, and make it apparent and make it, oh, that's what he's trying to say, or makes you go like, what's he trying to say? Like there are things that caught your attention because they are clear, and there are things that caught your attention because you can see a pattern and you see like, what is he trying to say here, you know? There are those pieces that get you like to think. But yeah, I really liked the piece, but I felt like it wasn't like super clear, like he wanted to tell you that he's not gonna make it. Yeah, I don't like how much what I did, but it's just to show. Like this. Let me go back here to the YouTube. Yeah, more contrast would have helped for sure. Contrast is everything. Like in design, contrast is everything. Things that are big look bigger when you put things that are small on the side. Oh, also wait, I need to turn one light on. Gorda, ¿hay agua ahí? Oh, it obscures the scene too much. Yeah, like that's better. Okay. Was speaking too much. I got like a really the dry throat. Okay. Okay. Let's keep on with it. Like here, for example, my boy Robo, this dude not what's up. This piece Instagram, please. Oh, I should set my internet. My internet is pretty. You see, like the contrast, like the super huge piece with the really small thing in the middle, really minimalistic, but really makes you go like, oh, this must be important, you know? Like I remember one of the classes that I went, like it showed us these really old like books on. Let me see if I can find it. Like old, really. Images. For example, stuff like this. I don't know if you can see it. Actually, stuff like this. Sorry. Oh, my internet is really going worldwide right now. Oh, I can't show you. I can't see it, but what I wanted to show you was actually like this. You see, back then to make this, back then to make, sorry, I'm struggling here. Sorry. Back then to make the paper for this sort of books was really not everybody had some parchment like lying around, was really expensive to make. So to give this, why wouldn't you put text all over the sheet if it was so hard to make, right? To get advantage of every piece of paper that you could. But actually, to have these big margins and give it that much space to breathe means that what's written there must be important. Must be important if you can spare with all that paper, you know. So this is a more practical way, but it also applies to composition. You know, like if you make such a big space for this tiny thing, it means that it's important. This one I really liked for Vertigo. I think this was a movie, right? This was a movie, Vertigo. Thanks, my guy. This was a movie, I think, the Vertigo movie. I think this is really reminiscent of the original poster, but I really like the feeling of Vertigo, and it's really like it's skewed to the side. You know, it's not in the middle, giving you like this flow, and also in composition terms, like to get asymmetrical. It's a way to like to put you off balance. You know, so I think it's better to show Vertigo breaking the line and not making like symmetrical. Mm-hmm. Oh, here. It's not loading. Let me sit. There. Oh, I needed to sit. 1 second. Okay. Let's see. Okay, here my guy tried to do something, right? To show the world extreme idealistic, unrealistic, and impractical. Okay, there is something here. I think it could be. I think it's the copy, like the copy of the words. Waging war won't save the world. The result will only be. Hmm. Okay. But okay, but it made me go like, what does he mean? Okay, there is something here. I can't quite point what's wrong with it. I think it's not clear enough. I think it's the word that I chose. The word that I chose, like the Quixotic one, is too difficult. But maybe if you used it as an inspiration, but went with another word for the poster, but trying to convey the same feeling, it would have worked better. This one I really liked. It's really on the nose, I know, but it's really well done, like the composition, and you can read everything. Like it looks like a movie poster also. I like this one. I don't know. I wanna hate on it, but I can't. This one for perception. Let's see. For this second, I chose the word perception. My inspiration. Perception wasn't a word, right? Like she chose it out of the blue, which is okay. Nothing wrong with it, but I'm just wanna make sure. This one again, it's the eye. It's the eye, but the clear reflection of the sky. Like, what is she trying to say there? You know, it's not just an eye. Like, also try that. Like the make like don't just put like an image of one thing. Like always put it into context or with play with another thing. So you try to make like the two elements play and see if they bring something to the table in terms of what you're trying to communicate. Vertigo again, super like the movie. Okay, my Discord not loading. Okay. How long? Okay, we've been an hour. It's okay. Day 2, Fabric of Reality. I studied butterflies when I question where the universe really ends. The cloth here represents that we can only see so far with our current tools, but one day will be unveiled. It is truly infinite. Okay. Okay, I really like the composition. I really like how it's really even. I like the assets that he used, and I see there like all the planets are like sort of placed on top of something. It's not really catching my eyes when I scroll, but if you look at it, like you can see that it's trying to tell something. Like this shit, like goes like an infinite backdrop. Like it's really, I like it. I like it, but I think it could use a bit more impact, you know. But it's cool. It's cool. The big three. Let's go. Un abrazo desde Chile, un abrazo de Argentina, pa. Ay, Nosferatu. Vertigo and the dude looking over the edge, like, let's go, my guy. Like, if you sometimes with things like this, if you flip the image, like the thing of flipping the image, like it's a really clear like gesture that you just made. It's a really simple operation and makes you go, what is he trying to say, you know, when you flip an image? This one I really like, you know. I hate when it doesn't load. Please load. Again, super simple, super straightforward, super like clear sensation, also with the eyes on the backdrop and the texture of the face like going in. Like, I like it. Like, it gives you a feeling. You can say maybe it's not vertigo or whatever, but it's trying to say something. I like it. Thanks, Matthias. Oh, the Sonder one, I had things to say about it because everybody did sort of the same. And I think they went against what it was trying to say, right? Also, the mind for violence, like there was the knife thing that I picked. There were the link in bio for the Discord. It should work because it's an infinite link, like it works forever. Let me see. One second, I'm checking if the link works. Actually, I'll check later because this internet is gonna fucking kill me. But it should work, like, because the link that I created it doesn't have an expiration. Yeah. It was visible that you place them on a, but you need to look too much at the piece to realize. I feel like that's also another thing. Like sometimes we are designing, like, let's see, maybe if that poster were hanged on a wall, like in your home or whatever, and someone walked into the room, he would see the piece and he would be forced to look at it, and then it will be well designed because in that context you have the time to look at the piece. But sometimes when we are designing for social media or whatever, where everybody's doing this, like the pieces need to be more synthetic and need to be a bit more like on the nose or more powerful to stop the scroll, you know. That's why for something, I don't know if you've noticed in some of the poster that I've made, I make first a slide with a phrase. Let's say I make a first slide with a really catchy phrase or with something that would caught your eye, and then I put the poster in the second slide, because I don't like to design posters that are really synthetic and really like some super simple, right? I like to go to make really intricate pieces or whatever, and those don't work as much for social media. So how do you make it work, right? Then you put on your design helmet on and say, okay, how do I make this work? Let me see real quick here. For example, I did this poster, right? It's not like I did this for the 30-day poster challenge, right? And the post, it didn't went that well, but I posted this like a couple days before. This one was the first that I posted. Right? Stop procrastinating on your art. stop procrastinating on your art. And that one got like 5,000 likes, and the other one was still good. Okay, this one was 3,000. Okay, whatever. But the other one functioned a lot better, faster, because had this first slide. Yeah, it's all good. I'm just putting some thoughts out there for you to think about, really, and think about the context of where your pieces are gonna be displayed, and design for that, right? You can make it work any way you want, but you need to think about it. You can just make a piece and post it and say, oh, it doesn't work, and say my work is shit. Maybe the thought process was shit, but it doesn't mean your work is shit. Maybe you haven't thought about it as much, and maybe it's why it's not clicking. I felt like the Sonder concept was about realizing that everybody's going through something, just like you, having a human experience, but the point of it was to make them feel all unique. But I guess if they're all unique, they are all the same. I don't know. I felt like this is sort of a matrix, like we're all the same, like muted, everyone the same. But I feel like a lot of you did this, like everybody is like this gray same thing. I was hoping for something more like this, like everybody is different and is thinking of different things. Like we are one. Here, for example, the we are one, I think it contradicts a bit the thing of being all different, right? I'm getting my throat sore of speaking so loud. I'm gonna take this off because I'm actually not hearing anything through this. Here, knife, you know, knife. This one again, knife, but explain why I checked, it hurts the most. Okay, it's knife, it's inspiration, but she went a little silly with it. Professors are sketchy dudes, you know? Like, it really depends. I had the blessing that my professors were top-notch, you know? Top-notch. Like, everyone. But that's also one of the things that really motivated me to do this, because if it's sort of, I feel it's sort of a responsibility. Like if I know these things and I feel like I could help someone, whatever, right? I'm not great. I can't teach you to be great, because you only can do that. Because in order to achieve greatness, you need to achieve your own flavor of greatness. You know, you can't learn to be great in the way others are great, right? But what I can teach you is to not be fucking, like, to not suck. Right? I can teach you to not suck. So let's do that, you know? Here, composition super powerful. I really like it. It lacks contrast, but I like the composition. Like this. And also, I kind of like, let's see what he tried to do here. I thought of the man riding the scooter best represented the small glimpse to get into someone's daily routine. Oh, okay. Like, it's like when you're on a window and you look at someone. Have you ever happened this to you? Like, you're on a balcony or whatever, and you look at one particular person and you try to think, oh, this dude life, like, what did he do today? You know, like that kind of moment. I can fuck with that moment. I like it. Really open-ended. It's nice. Can't help but notice. This one I really liked also, like the super burnt image, like this thing like got hit with huge epiphany moment. Super simple, but you see he didn't use the word here. you know? He didn't well all sonder on me, you know? Can't help but notice, and he closing his eyes. I don't know. This one's really cool, and it's really album art thing, you know? I approve. Okay, my dude went with all of the subjects. I don't like. There is something here, like you can see the simple execution, the simple iconography, the words, like the knives on the Venn diagram dudes, like overlapping, like it's clear that he's trying to say something. Okay, to be able to see in your pain and you into mine is all I ever wanted. Okay. Okay, I feel like it's not quite there yet, but he's clearly trying to say something with the. It's really clear. He put two overlapping shapes with a knife on the head. That has to mean something, right? To be able to see into your pain and you into mine. Yeah, I don't know, but there is something here. Like you need to keep digging here because there is something. I like it, but the composition is all over the place. There are a few. If I just go over through yours, like don't think it's because it's bad or anything. Like this is really good. There are a lot of ones that I really like, but I don't see something really clear that I can tell to the others that it will make them learn something. You know. Again, this dude, my guy. If you're watching this, like this dude knows. Like here, what was the trigger? Sonder, right? My dude went with Sonder, but used really little words, you know? It's all images that have a treatment that try to portray an emotion, you know? Like the eye and this sort of like radar thing that's sort of engulfing this figure, and this like breakdown of the different layers of the body. Like you go, okay, there is something here. This one's really good. I'm just gonna keep scrolling. Oh, quick mention here to Charlie Garcia. Let's go. Vertigo. This is too much for the Argentina people, you know. This is from one of our well-known musicians in the country. He jumped out of a 23-store balcony, my guy, and landed over a pool. Like it's fucking savage, you know. This is one of our golden era rock stars. Charlie Garcia, Madman, amazing music. Say no more. Durissimo, Charlie, durissimo. Okay. The Truman Show. Again, knife is hard. There are some words are so esoteric and dark that are hard, but sometimes the simplest things are hard also. This one I really liked. I saw it and I really liked. I think it's from the dude that I showed you earlier. There. Like the teeth, like the close-up of the teeth, the typography, the colors, like it gives you a feeling, right? I like it. Yes, this is cool. Simple, you know? It's a really simple treatment to the image. The chopping of the things, the stretching, really, really simple, and it works. Also the close-ups. The distress, oh my god. Really cool. Again, this one with the Sonder. Like this thing, okay, it has these circles that I haven't seen them. I think they lack contrast. But maybe if everyone had a different shape, you know, like what are you trying to say? Everyone with the same shape is like they are thinking of the same thing, or what does it mean? Like I see a pattern of they're all the same here. And I think the idea was to portray them as different, you know, like you just realized that they are all different. It looks cool again. This one I liked from Senseless. Like you see this and you go, okay, maybe it's too on the nose what he's trying to say, but the composition is good. Poster is screaming, poster is talking, poster is whispering, you know how it is. And it works. It just works. Oh, this one I loved this one. Because it's like the reflection and she's seeing and she sees herself maybe as an old lady and the old lady sees her. I don't know, maybe, but you see what I mean, right? Maybe I'm putting my own understanding, but the super clear, super easy play that she made here with the images works. It just works. I approve. This one I like because it's from Nike. It's also ninja themed because you know how it is. We're all ninjas here. Sorry, I went autistic there. Again, this Sonder, all the same, like pretty monotone. I like the poster, like the image is it's bonkers. The composition is great. I really like it as a poster. It's great. I think the concept is again this one the same. Went for the same vibe with the Sonder. This one I really liked. You know what I mean? Like everyone different vibes. This one is cool. Oh, the Shoshin one. Have you all seen the video? Go now see the video. I'll wait. Nah, I'm just kidding. But actually, no, I can't play it because I'll get demonetized. But go watch it. Go watch the video. Because there is a clip of a dude I want you to follow, this Ido Portal dude, that has this really cool clip about Shoshin, the beginner mindset, which is really cool and a really interesting mindset to try to incorporate. You know, it's impossible to be always like Shoshin, but every time you get caught in a pinch, it's something cool to remember. This one I liked. I remember I liked because again it's pretty monochromatic. And it has this blood accent, like it could be all black and white without this stain of blood, and it would be good regardless. Sorry, I can't talk, my throat is cleaning. But all like the different vibrations of the different people, like it's trying to say something there that I like. Each random passerby, like this also. Do this like next week. Try to don't put the word, like try to convey that emotion of the word through the design and not placing the word, you know? Because when you put the word and you make it so apparent, it's like you're making it too literal. This one I like, but it's the same as the other ones, the same observation. This one's really cool, but the same as the other ones that I told you. I told before, my guy, like it's not that it's nothing against your poster in particular. Maybe there is something there that I already talked about. I can't stop on every poster, you know. But if you listen to everything that I said, for sure you can extrapolate something to your work, my guy. Yeah, yeah. Sorry, it it's a setting that I changed for when I filmed because I filmed during the day and the sun is really bright, you know, and I needed to lock to the exposure to from the center of the camera. I know it keeps changing. Like I need to stay here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry, I'm gonna change it later. Yeah, actually, in university, it's also like this. Like the professors don't go around like talking about everybody's work. You know, like they pick a few, and you need to be smart and say, oh, that applies to me also, because that's the thing. Everybody, like all posters are different, but the principles are the same for everybody. You know, and for sure you can see the mistake of others in your work. That's for sure, and the things that you do good also. Yeah, I'm just looking here. Yeah, here I feel like I've covered a lot, you know? This, I don't know, my dude didn't post any. Oh, sorry. Sorry. My guy haven't um like said nothing about the piece, but it's really cool. Like the contrast of the many people, then this schizo, I think that's schizophrenic, right? Like he's going apeshit, right? And then this here, like the contrast really fire. I really like the piece, but I don't know what it means. Like you know what I mean? Okay. Here I bet you can already see the things that we've been talking about. Like now you're gonna see the other posters and you're gonna try to see if you can see the things that I'm talking about. Again, this dude really good. I'm not even gonna talk on them posters. Mhm. Yeah, my guys. I feel like we've covered we've covered the thing. It was pretty random. Like what was pretty random? This one you see it's ignorance is bliss and her head is all covered like in wrap shit. Like it's all wrapped. It has the butterflies. It's a bit more stylistic, but it's the same concept as the folding the folding in the eyes. Oh, I see. Ignorance is bliss. Hi guys, my day ignorance is bliss poster. The scene, the first thing came to my mind when I was brainstorming, so I decided to pay tribute to Cypher through this poster. I was thinking about putting dialogues beside Cypher. Here, maybe I'm reading too much into the piece, but I like the super high contrast. It's like you don't see what's around them, and that sort of can convey the idea of ignorance. Like you can only see so far, you know. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too much into it myself, but I like it. It's good composition. It's cool. There are really good ones that I'm going through. It's just that I can't review everything. But I'm touching on the main points that I see everyone doing and the ones that really work, I feel like, so you can say, oh, I get what you mean, you know. Simplicity, complexity, complex simplicity. Okay, while it loads. Gordo. ¿Pasa algo? Ah, ok. Well, it's not loading. But okay, I don't know if you can see the piece. Oh, there it shows. Okay. Really super minimalistic. The composition is pretty on point. You know, like I don't know what's the grid, but this field with her eyes and the fire, like super elegant, you know. Super good. This is would hang on my wall, you know. Mine was actually with mine I was really struggling with the intense focus thing, and I ended up doing like this sort of logo to convey the emotion of being super focused, super laser, hyper productive, you know, in this kind of Evangelion-esque aesthetic logo. I super liked it at the end. Oh, this actually shout out to Mona because she did like a real like a poem. So let's read it real quick. Ignorance is bliss. In the tender gaze of youth's embrace, where wonder dwells and dreams take place, ignorance is bliss. In whispers true, a timeless truth, forever in view, knowing not what he'll become, forever worry, forever apart. That is why we should retake our human heart and run away. By Maria. Cool. Really nice to see someone try something other than the poster thing, you know. Oh, a quick comment on this one. This dude was bitten by a dog and he wanted to make a poster. Like, cuidado con el perro. Cuidado con el perro muerde. I like it, but it would have been so funny if you made a poster like a dog biting a hand and it says like, today I got bit by a dog. And it would, I don't know, it would be so funny, I feel like this, like I have no context. But it's funny that you got bit by a dog. Me also, like, oh, it's covered by the tattoo, but one of my dogs like bit me here, and it went through the hand, like the canine dog, the canine tooth, like the fang. This one's really cool, but you already know it's really tidy, really organized. This one I liked, this sustained focus, because it's like it's almost like a statue, you know. He went frozen solid, like looking, like being concentrated. Really simple, the use of the statue. I don't know if it's a statue because of the texture, but I get that feeling. I like it. This one also I liked, your daily routine, complex simplicity, and like the moving board as if it was some sort of Monopoly. I really like it. we're getting to the end. I feel like sustained focus. This one I also liked. Simple image, but you get that, like that compositional tension, that tension with the arm like touching the water and creating this like the wave. I think the image works. The composition I think is kind of sketchy, you know, like it could have done better, but it works. I like it. I like the image with the concept. But again, it suffers from the same thing, like how you don't need to put sustained focus. Like maybe you could have placed another word or another something and make it even more powerful. With this one, I gave some feedback to the dude because the poster is good, the composition is solid, like I like it, but Shoshin is supposed to be like a playful mindset, like you're not set, like you're discovering, right? And the monk, it's sitting there like in the middle. The composition is pretty triangular, like, you know, pretty Illuminati, pretty like triangular shapes are meant to convey like super stability and hierarchy and order, right? And this shape, it's like going against the concept, you know? It's too solid, he's too grounded, I feel. But the composition is cool, it looks amazing. This one's really cool, but again, the same as the other that I told you, super clean. These ones are really cool. I really like yeah, I get the idea of the clip being like entire manufacturing process behind it, many uses at the same time, also incorporated into design itself as something simple that seeks to reflect elegance and harmony. Okay, the composition is solid. I like it. I think I told him, but he told me the bulb wires are like part of his signature style. It's okay, we're not debating that, but I think it makes it too busy. Like it robs too much attention from the poster, I feel. It's cool, looks badass. Again, this is super cool. One second, guys. I need to check one thing. Okay, I'm waiting for something. Okay, it doesn't matter. We're almost there, guys. Focus. Complete simplicity, super clean composition, like a vintage poster. Works really well. Sorry, guys, I had someone that needed to step by and had an accident, but it's okay. Okay, we got the Shoshin, we got the... Yeah. This one was one that I liked with the Naruto Uzumaki thing, which was really It was really hard. I threw it in because I really love Naruto. Have a bunch of tattoos of Naruto and all that anime, but I really like this one with not a positive vibe. Like, where is my ninja way? I don't know yet, but I'll find it and let you know with the Obito thing. I really like this one. This one really beautiful piece. But I've seen this before, you know, like the composition is really clean, like, and also like maybe it's not breathing too much. Like if you could make the piece breathe, like it give the pieces, the parts of the image room to breathe, um, could make more graphic sense. But it looks cool. It looks super beautiful. But if I had to make a design correction, I would say maybe try portraying like the breathing within the piece itself with more space. Momentum was hard also. Mine I liked my momentum piece, but there was one that was better than mine. I really liked doing this, like the process I really enjoyed of this one. Sorry, this one, for example, the this one for momentum I really liked because it has this increasing like the vectors of the image. Like you have this sector and then this sector gets split in like in half here and then one long, and it has like a rhythm, the piece. It makes you go like clack 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 clack, you know. And this it gives you that momentum feel, like you increase in speed. I like it. There is an intention in the cutting of the word and the contrast of the hierarchy of the segments that is trying to say something. This one is really cool. I haven't seen this. This one is really cool. Really cool. You see there is like this direction. The composition is it's well developed, and you have like this motion of going into the middle, but also these are like dials that rotate separately. Like it creates a pattern that seems like it means something. This one I liked because I really like Formula One, and if you know anything about Formula One, I also played the game like pretty not competitively, but it's really hard to even in the game like to you need to be completely focused the entire time. Like you can't play like other games, you know, and Formula One has this thing. Okay, let's see if it loads. Okay, guys, we're almost reaching the end. Who's up to play some Apex Legends, my guys? I want to play so bad. I'm pretty tired. Okay, breathe. Don't breathe. Yeah, we're up to here. Okay, my guys, we're done. Hopefully you learned something. Let me know if you had Any other questions that would like to get answered? Hope you got some feedback that was useful to you. Let's get this rolling, you know. We still have much way to go, long way to go. The video for the poster of yesterday is being edited right now, so it will be up in some minutes. But let's play some as Apex Legends, you know. Do you have any more questions? Let me know, guys. We can hang in here. Don't be literal. Okay, that's yeah. Don't be too literal. Like, it's not, don't be literal. It's not like literal design is bad design. Like, you. Yeah, I'm gonna do this every week. Like, every weekend, every Friday. Yeah, I'm gonna upload it. I'm gonna chop it up and make a video about it. And yeah, but what I'm telling you here is not like bad design, it's literal design. Because if you go around and you are most posters for blockbuster films are pretty literal, you know. It's not like that design shouldn't be used, or like I'm getting so, you know, so snob about design, but it's just to entertain the possibilities of trying to push the envelope on what is the concept of the pieces. But sometimes, for example, in poster movies, dudes are paying $40 million for Keanu Reeves to be on the movie, so we better put his face in a 20-feet store poster so people see it, because it's gonna get the people to see the movie, you know. So this is for the context of a design competition. You're trying to push your thinking, you know. Actually, I'm gonna do a video, like, at some point. I'm writing the script about artificial intelligence and things that I need that are important for the future, because this part of design, I think it's gonna be like really clustered, because everybody will have the power to do posters. So the real differential will be the ideas, right? How do you prompt? The prompting, but the idea itself, right? Like, how do you want to convey the things? So the sooner you can start to think in these terms, it will be better for you, you know? Yeah. It's not a competition. It's not a competition. Yeah, I should say competition, but I mean in the sense that you are pushing the envelope on trying to design. It's not a competition between yourself. It cannot be, actually. Yeah, like, you're not competing for anything. But if you want to push harder and compete against yourself to try to make better, you can do it. Yeah, the classics flying head poster. But you need to understand the industry of cinema. Those dudes are putting millions of dollars to cast Jennifer Lawrence. She better be on the poster, you know, because it's gonna drive the ticket sales more than any conceptual posters. You know what I mean? Some posters try to go the conceptual right. AI, it's easy to use. Like, I use it quite a lot. But I've realized that you need more food in here to be able to use it correctly, you know, and to use it to its full potential. Yeah, and not even to get better every day. Like, that you will get eventually, but you don't do it for the sake of getting better. Like, getting better will be a result of it, right? But the important thing, I think, it's to get used to the pattern of not wanting to do the thing and do it regardless. You know what I mean? Because you want to get better at design, that's for sure. But you have said, like, in a moment of reflection, you've said that the way to do it is do a piece every day. And I can guarantee you most days you won't feel like it, right? As with most things, with eating, with training, with all the things that you know that are going to push you forward, most days you don't feel like doing it. You don't feel like getting up early, you know, but what sets you apart, it's the doing it regardless, you know. And at some point it becomes easier, just a bit easier. The struggle, I feel like always gonna be there. Previous work is getting hard. I don't know what you mean, my guy. But yeah, adopt that mindset. I feel like nowadays is too much. The algorithm is too harsh. Like we are bombarded with stimuli the whole time. Like it's really hard to sit down and focus on one thing. But what do I need to see? Your previous work? I don't get it. Yeah, yeah, yes, of course. The portfolio thing, like it's just going through the motions, you know. I don't know what my guy is talking about. Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, guys. Hope you got anything out of it. We're close to 2 hours of stream. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna stream the like the Apex Legends things. So let's hop into the Discord. Whoever wants to play, I'm gonna stream it through Discord if you want to see that. Yeah, 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 because different languages is like cuando hablo en español es como nada que ver, ¿entendés? Aparte la inflexión de la voz, different languages like convey so many different emotions. Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah. Okay, it's like the Ann Taylor, the actress. Like she's from Argentina, and she be doing an interview, and she got asked like the I'm gonna just play it because it's so funny. She got asked like the dulce. We have like a cream of like a pseudo chocolate thing, like dulce de leche, and how she switched. It's so funny. Oh, it's not loading. I don't know why my internet is so decadent today. It's actually not even funny, you know what I mean? I went ultra wide chick right there. Like it's so crazy, you know? Now, come on, my guy. It doesn't want to work. Okay. Just gonna close this. Okay, it doesn't work, my guys. Sorry. It's gonna be the next time. I pulled the clip on the Discord later. So okay, guys, I'm gonna close now the stream. Was really fun. My throat is killing me. Like I haven't drink any water like in the past 2 hours. So I'm gonna do that. And really thank you for being a part of the challenge. thank you for showing up and making the pieces. Let's keep this rolling, and see you like next Friday. We're gonna do this again. Let's see if we can move up. I may invite a graphic designer friend of mine that he actually just like got his diploma for graphic design, so that's some qualified opinion, you know what I mean? I dropped out, but let's do that, right now. Let's play some Apex Legends. No, gracias a ustedes por estar. Buah, le tiraba eso. Bueno, chicos. Okay, guys. No, what do you mean? Yeah. Tomorrow and the day after. Every day. What's a finde? No. I might do something with minimal in another time. This is a lesser known designer in Instagram, but his work is fire, See you later, my guys. I'm gonna end this. Fuck peace. Wish you conflict. She.